I'm Todd Grisham. The crowd cannot wait to witness this one. There's nothing quite like a fight at the Empire Fight Camp. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Jack Johnson, not as big as you might think, weighing in at 200 pounds. And he'll be taking on, yes indeed, Muhammad Ali. He stands 6'3" tall with a 78-inch reach.
We'll be talking about this fight for years to come. This is one of those classic fights that everybody wants to see.
The Galveston Giant, Jack Johnson, one of the most important athletes in the history of sports. Has there ever been a more influential character in all of the sweet science? Muhammad Ali.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Galveston, Texas, presenting the legendary first African-American heavyweight champion, please welcome the renowned heavyweight champion of the world, known as the Galveston Giant, introducing Jack Johnson. Fighting out of the blue corner, here is the Olympic gold medalist and legend of boxing, the only 3-time lineal heavyweight champion of the world. He floats like a butterfly and stings like a bee. The one and only, the greatest, Muhammad Ali.
Usually you don't need a weather report for a boxing match, but we certainly do today as we fight under the sun.
This is the fight of pride. This is two warriors that want to get in there and beat the hell out of each other. This is that fight.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup, and here we go. We have high hopes and aspirations for this fight. That jab was blocked. Nice defense on that jab. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
You're fighting a counter-puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter-punchers, they're watching you every move, that every twitch.
You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Johnson in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round, complete dominance.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
I don't want you to load up. Don't be look.
What are you doing? You switched off completely. Get your mind back on the job.
He's absolutely shattered. He's hurt. He's ready to go. But you've got...
Okay, now you're letting back into the fight that round. Don't worry about that round. Don't worry about that round. Let's go out there and let's reset. Forget about that round. It was a bad round, but we...
Good work. You was thinking. You were smart. You weren't loading up. But...
Listen, you've switched off. What are you doing? I need you to focus on what you...
Wait. Think about the defense on end of what you do. Good work.
Okay, focus. Big, deep breaths. Big, deep breaths. Come.
Great work. Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight. Great.
On to the second round. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter focuses on those long, straight punches, staying on the outside, and winning round after round.
Outside fights create so much unpredictable movement. Move left to right, box forward, box backwards. You don't know if they're going to attack or defend. Nightmare fighters.
We knew his chin would get tested in this fight, and it failed him miserably.
That's lights out right there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are you okay?
So they're back on their feet, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your eagle's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Halfway through the round, and they've got some work to do to get back into it.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen now, it's down to them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom, different tactics.
Do you believe what we are seeing? Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Ali.
Come on, he's
On to the third. Is this the beginning of the end after 2 knockdowns last round?
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Knocked down twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
They better start respecting each other's punching power. Nice idea with the hook, but that's blocked. Nice counter. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. A very competitive round here so far.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
That left hook won't score. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Johnson in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace.
Nice round. Good round. I like that.
There's the bell for round 4. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Is he going to punch himself out, though? We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? He got out of the way of that right hook. That hook's blocked. And Jack Johnson is dazed. I don't believe it. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Johnson in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
You can't leave it.
Get this boxing back together.
Time for the 5th round. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
He blocks that jab. Nice job blocking the hook. They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Nice counter shot. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. Starting to take some deep breaths now. Whoa, wait a minute! Oh my word! Jack Johnson, the Galveston Giant, is down. Lincoln, you miss it. Good thing we can watch that all over again.
A shot from the gods took him out. 1, 2, 3.
Talk about Johnson in that last round. It's not a...
Come on, let him back in.
Let's start the 6th. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to...
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Is this the beginning of the end for Muhammad Ali? Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
If there's anyone that can get out of trouble, it's Muhammad Ali. Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it seems that moment of trouble has passed.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Johnson in that last round. Well, there was... Here we go, it's round 7. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Wow, let's take another look at that.
I need to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Give me your ball.
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
What resilience.
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. Can you believe this? The legend himself, Jack Johnson, is about to go. That was the moment.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
He's got the advantage halfway through the round.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
His stamina is off the charts. His stamina is off the charts. It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Talk about Johnson in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
You've been put down. You've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
Relax, relax. Just the same again.
What was that? What are you doing? Come on, you're switching up. Get out there.
Here, and he'll start tiring out. So just keep him on the end of his jab.
Okay. Now you let him back in.
And there's the bell for round 8. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Catch and shoot. When you've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses, how do you deal with it?
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over. When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point. Oh my goodness, Johnny! Who would have thought Ali would get rattled like this? And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Those counter punches have to hurt. A big headshot, and he goes down. We have got to see that again in slow motion.
Even up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You are right.
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. And that's it, a unanimous decision win.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight, what a style, what a pace to get a unanimous decision. That is mad. I didn't see that coming. I thought this would be tight. This is nowhere near tight.